Hey, what is up, everybody? It's Animac here for Anime Uproar. Welcome to another episode of Rant, Café, our weekly podcast every Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at Anime Uproar. This is going to be a special one. We're going to be talking the long-awaited final episode of Dragon Ball Super. How will Dragon Ball Super end in 2 days on Saturday, this Saturday? It's going to be interesting, this discussion. Feel free to talk about the memes, Super Saiyan Green Raditz. That's fine. Talk about realistic ways it could end. It's all fair game here at Rant Café. And joining me today, we have Simply Rose, a big anime fan, Dragon Ball fan. Rose.
Hello, how's it going?
Thank you for joining us. We also have Jojo Talks Too Much, very quiet right now.
I know. I was waiting my turn.
And also his skeleton friend. I forget.
Augie! There he is.
There he is.
Skeleton
Yes.
Man.
Always a pleasure and slightly creepy to see you, Jojo. And of course, Soul Maka is here too. Big fan of Dragon Ball and Super especially.
What up, boys? It's Soul Maka here. Kirito is the greatest. No, only joking.
It's your boy, yeah. We should have gotten Sirius on here too. Sirius from Discord. And by the way, guys, Anime Upper has a Discord we're going to be talking about on Saturday, especially about Dragon Ball Super. So definitely join us. Link in the description. But yeah, so I think having seen the last episode, it's going to be pretty interesting. I did not see the twist, and obviously this podcast will have spoilers, guys. I did not see it coming that Android 17 would still be in this baby. I did not see that coming. I knew Frieza was still in. My primary theory has been that the way it's going to end is that at the end there's going to be Jiren and one member of Universe 7 left, and there's going to be a timeout. Time is going to run out. And that way it's going to tie. And that way someone's going to be like, well, if these two universes survive, then let's push back the other universes. Something like that is going to happen. That is my personal theory right now. What about you guys?
I'm kind of thinking the same, to be totally honest. Like, I'm in some way, it's either going to be a tie or what me and Rose were saying before, and that like 17 just hangs off the side, and he's like, "No, it was me. Give me the goddamn boat now." Like,
I'm still here, bitches.
Exactly.
I cannot die. But
17 is immortal.
Yeah, and something I thought of too about 17, he has unlimited energy because he's an android. So you could just start pumping Goku with energy or right? Like you're just like, yo, here, take my energy, bro.
Yeah, exactly. He should be able to do that. Yeah. I would love that. Anything with 17 is good in my book.
Yeah, 17 is a cool cat, although Android 18 is my preferred android.
Good decision.
For the plot.
For the plot.
For the plot.
Of course.
Important plot.
Android
He's
21.
a boy, but at some point, you know,
Mhm.
you gotta be like Krillin. I'm sorry, but anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Unless Dragon Ball Super ends in a very lewd way.
I would still be up for that too. Like if Master Roshi's like, and I wish.
Master Roshi's just like, fuck the universes, bro.
Exactly.
You know what? I want to live in the Girls Bravo universe. Bam.
Master Roshi's like, and I wish Cutie Honey was a part of our universe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
By the
He
way,
would.
Master Roshi is literally old Recon.
He is. Don't insult Roshi like that. No.
Hey, Recon could know martial arts. We don't know. But yeah, welcome everyone in the chat. Do not call my haircut hippie, okay, people? My haircut is very like
Hippie.
no,
Oh.
Japanese rock star. Shut up. I'm going for Japanese rock star. It has to get a bit longer, you know what I'm saying? But it's happening. It's
I'll
happening.
get there.
Cool. Anyone else? So we have the tie. We have the someone just like hanging barely on and winning that way. Any other possibilities?
I want Frieza to win and just like wish for the worst thing ever. Because I'm a secret Frieza fangirl.
What would he do? Like, his wish would be something horrible. Like, I wish I was like Zeno or something.
How interesting would that be? Yeah, I've heard some people say like Frieza's just gonna wish to be more powerful than Zeno.
Yeah.
And stuff. I mean, the tie is just too happy of an ending. I don't want happiness. I want some interesting like destruction kind of thing going on.
Fuck
but
your
do you
happiness.
think it's gonna end? Yeah, exactly. Do you think it'll end on a cliffhanger kind of thing? Well, it's ending, right? Technically.
Yeah.
Technically.
Well, it's probably going to end on a cliffhanger because the movie is a continuation of Dragon Ball Super events. So, it might end wrapping up the tournament, but then I think they're probably going to set up a new thing somehow, right?
I think, yeah. My best bet, like if I'm being like, this is what I genuinely think. I think it's gonna be something blah blah blah. Goku wins. Because he's Goku. Although to be fair, he's lost a majority of Super. Like,
yeah, he has. He's always been the strongest, kind of, but he hasn't always won.
Exactly.
But isn't the title of the episode like Farewell Goku? So
yeah.
I feel like he's also just gonna somehow like sacrifice himself and like die, and it's not gonna be on him. I feel like it's gonna be on someone else.
I would agree. But then they dropped the trailer too early for that movie because they're like, nah, look, he's right here.
Oh yeah.
It's like, nah, it's Goku. And
but then they wish him back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They could wish him back. I don't know. I think they're gonna what I want anyway. Like what I think they're gonna do is Goku's gonna be like, I wish for all the universes back, and the Grand Priest is like, all of them, and he's be like, yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking like those 6 universes that were erased earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing too. Like I've been thinking like, why were this was brought up randomly. It's like Zeno already erased 6 universes, guys. Never hear about them again. But that would be cool if they bring back all the universes, including those 6, and then we learned that there was actually a reason why Zeno erased those, and because some crazy shit was going on in there, and now that they're back, Goku and friends have to handle that shit.
That's exactly what I think is going to happen. Yeah.
It's
too good. It's too good.
Yeah.
It's too good.
I don't know. For me, I think probably we're going to have the typical Frieza and 17 kind of like trying to fight off Jiren, like very poorly though.
Jiren now, technically, right? Goku had him by the ropes.
Yeah, he did. So I mean, yeah, Jiren might be a bit weakened, but still, base Jiren was quite like he would have beat these guys easy anyway. So maybe he'll struggle a bit, like I don't know, low difficulty or something, mid difficulty possibly. But then obviously Goku's gonna wake up. He's obviously gonna get involved in the fight. Maybe get energy boost from the human-sized battery. 17 and then he'll end up winning. I think he'll end up leaving. That's the whole like reason for the title of Farewell Goku. Kind of like GT, I guess. Yeah, I mean, but not so much that he's gonna leave and take the Dragon Balls with him and disappear forever. But I think he'll leave for some other purpose, like maybe to lead to this movie of there's a greater danger out there somewhere and he needs to go now and sort this out because they've wished back all the universes or whatever, something like that.
Something, yeah.
Because like if Goku leaves, I'm curious as to why he would leave, like what's happening, and that would be something cool. Like, oh yeah, a threat that Zeno erased. Because remember how he erased the future timeline because Infinite Zamasu was a huge threat. What if he erased the other 6 universes because some threat spread throughout them, right?
Yeah.
So it would be cool if, oh shit, some threat emerged and now Goku has to go deal with it. Like, I would definitely like to see that. A bunch of people in the chat are like asking, are you guys American? Are you guys white? So that's interesting. Also, Timothy says he wants a shout out. What's up, Timothy? And a few people also, I saw Jonathan Essex and some people talk about Frieza winning. Now, Frieza, I hated the Golden Frieza saga in Super. I thought it was the worst one.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like it very much at all. However, I've loved Frieza in the tournament. I love how he's like still Machiavellian. He's still like a sly dude, but now he's doing it to help Universe 7 because obviously he doesn't want to get erased. So he's like, when Vegeta and the other guys are like, oh, I like Kaba, he's a good guy, I don't want to eliminate him. Frieza's like, oh, screw that. We're in this to win it. We have to do what we got to do, and if we have to get our hands dirty. So I thought Frieza has been a very valuable player for the team, and I've really liked him. However, if he gets the wish, like let's say he somehow wins and gets the wish, how will then he, will he be the guy to say, let's wish back the universes? Because I don't see Dragon Ball Super ending with Universe 6 and the other universes just staying erased because it's Dragon Ball, right? It's like, all these characters we met and care about from Universe 6 will never exist again. I just don't see that happening. So the only thing that I could see happening is Frieza still wishing the universes back and using some logic like, I want to rule all these universes, so I want to have a bigger empire, so that's why I'm going to wish them back, and then I'm going to conquer them. That's the only rationality I could see for Frieza making that wish, rather than something like, I want to be as strong as Zeno.
Yeah, and he would, because he's Frieza and he's an asshole. He would be like, I don't have enough subjects. I want more peons, please. I can totally see him doing something like that.
Yeah, and then someone's gonna be like, whoa, Frieza, you're good now. And he's like, no, screw you, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. No, beam. And then he raises Krillin up again, he kills him again.
Yeah, he's like,
no! Bring it back this time!
By the way, who can do Frieza's laugh the best here?
Oh, I can't.
No, not me.
Everybody's like, no.
You have to do the old lady laugh like that.
Okay, that's as close as I can get.
Yeah, like he sounds like an old woman laughing.
He does. He does. He sounds like your grandma after you told her I got a B in class today.
Oh, good job, JoJo.
Well done.
I will conquer the universes.
Suddenly Frieza's a lot less intimidating.
Oh yeah, it's true. I thought in the English dub, the original Dragon Ball Z dub, he was very creepy.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that laugh, that high pitched laugh.
Yeah.
That I recall in Dragon Ball Z. It's more in the English. I think it's more of a Japanese.
Yeah, it seems to be the Japanese actors nah, make him more foppish. They just really push that. Yeah, he really is just a grandma, basically.
Yeah, and I like him. He was my favorite villain in Dragon Ball Z. Now people have complained that it's they're bringing him back too much, using him too much, so they don't want to see him as a villain again. But I am curious to see what they do with his character. Like I said, in the tournament, they switched him up in a way that I really like. So now are they going to squander that and just be like, oh, no, he's a regular evil guy now? Or is it going to be like, oh, yeah, he's going to actually play good but has some sneaky stuff planned? I'm curious to see that.
He could be pulling a Lex Luthor, where he's like, no, yeah, so I'll play with the monkeys for a little while. I'll play with you Saiyans, blah, blah, blah. We'll be friends. And then as soon as Goku turns around, motherfucker, just boom. He'll be nice until he doesn't need them anymore.
I think they're he's still being sneaky. Exactly. He has something there, and I'm waiting for it, but there's only one episode left, so I'm next episode he has to pull something out, because I feel like he's been sneaky this whole time.
Exactly.
Yeah, my whole thing was I thought he was hiding energy because the new pure Golden Frieza form, and most of the time he wasn't even in his golden form. He was conserving energy. But then after Toppo crushed him, I was like, well, I don't really think he's hiding anything if he let that happen, because Frieza would never willingly let himself be humiliated like that, right?
That's true. Yeah, because Toppo is a whole other thing. I loved that character, and then they're like, no, Hakai. Oh, wait, cool. Thank you, Toei. Thank you for ruining another character. God damn it.
Yeah, because they had the Pride Troopers were all about justice, but then in the end, it turns out it's we only care about strength.
I liked justice until I lost.
Strength is justice, bro.
Yeah. Hit is a whole other one where it's Hit is this super badass assassin. He's cold, he's calculated, he makes good decisions, but then he's I'm gonna be the fatherly type for my universe now for no fucking reason, and I'm gonna fight Jira, and even though I'm gonna lose, Like, no. Like, there's parts of this that I like. There's parts of the arc that I don't like, which is like little character beats like that. But overall, it's been solid, and I think it's going to end solid. I think it's going to go somewhere cool.
Yeah, like I really liked the Tournament of Power arc. It was definitely my favorite arc, and it's because there's so many different fighters involved. So back in Dragon Ball Z, like you could have a fight be like 15 episodes, but it's just the fight between Goku and Frieza, for example. Whereas the Tournament of Power has been long, but it's all these different fights happening, right? So it doesn't get boring. And also teamwork. I really like that it's not just like a one-on-one. There's a bunch of people with different strengths and weaknesses, like the androids having infinite energy, stuff like that. And then other people having abilities like being invisible or being a really small bug type thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like that includes more strategy than we saw in Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z was all like, you got to get strong enough and you got to beat the guy, and when you're stronger you beat him, and that's it.
Yeah, you got to do the push-ups and the squats, and you'll save up enough power, you'll go Super Saiyan God knows what at this point, and then you'll beat the bad guy. And that's Dragon Ball Z. That's the thing, and people are like, man, I hate that Super is like Krillin wouldn't be able to go toe-to-toe with Gohan. And it's like, no, yeah, but he's using his brain. It's not just like, 15 episodes later, bam, and the bad guy's dead. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Z, but I like that Super's like, maybe we can use the brains. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't know.
And also, yeah, people don't realize that Goku doesn't need to use his full power when he's training.
Exactly. Why would he?
So it's like, he's not like, I'm going to use my full power and murder you while we're training. Like,
why would you? Like, screw you, friend I've known for years. Like, that's not gonna like.
Yeah, like when you're like, let's say you're sparring. If you're boxing, you train boxing or whatever. You're not going all out like, I'm gonna freaking kill this guy.
Yeah.
You're just like, let's spar. Let's do some exercise and practice our technique, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's been good. Like, it gave characters who it gave characters who like our precious Dragon Ball Z left on the sidelines. Like Piccolo, when you really think about it in Z, once he gets to Namek, Piccolo doesn't do a whole lot. Piccolo's there to be a jobber. That's Piccolo's role in that show. Like in this, they at least like try to do something interesting where they're like, he's like Pan's babysitter. Like Piccolo is a better dad than and a better grandfather than Goku. And that's who Piccolo is now. And Krillin's like a married man, and he's washed up, and he's like, I don't want any part of that. But he gets put every time he thinks he's out, they keep pulling him back in. And then Krillin gets to be like, I'm actually it's why I use the solar flare, and it's why I use the Kienzon. Like, I'm actually really intelligent. Like when it comes to battle, mind you. I don't exactly see Krillin like acing his SATs or anything like that. But I like that they go in cool places with these characters. And just be happy Yamcha didn't get Ultra Instinct, you guys. Like, they could have done it. Yamcha is my main fighter.
Ultra Instinct to what's it called? Shaggy Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, Shaggy Ultra Instinct. They could have done it. They could have had the Scooby Gang in the Universe Survival arc. You guys want to complain? Could always be worse.
Toyotaro was like, I just don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, Toyotaro just stops caring. He's like, fuck it.
Let's bring Shaggy. Let's pay for the rights.
Let's just do it. We'll put Shaggy in the Universe Survival arc. We'll put Goku in Smash. There you go.
Yeah. By the way, I think Chuck the Cybercuck, who's another YouTuber who does a lot of Dragon Ball Super, might be joining us. I'm going to send him an invite link, see if he's around.
Cool.
He wasn't around earlier, but we'll see. But in the meantime, Soul, your take on the whole tournament arc and what's next for Dragon Ball Super?
Oh gosh. Okay. Definitely. I agree with Jojo that Piccolo is the best father figure in the entirety of Dragon Ball. That includes Dragon Ball Z, mind you.
Yeah, with Goku.
He raised Gohan. Yeah, he raised Gohan. Single-handedly. Almost literally.
It's so true.
Although he beat him pretty bad when he was training him. Like he was
tough love.
Yeah, it's tough love.
Dodged.
Discipline, man. It's discipline. It helped raise him into the strong guy that could become like Super Saiyan 2 before anyone else. So yeah,
and then Scholar.
Yeah.
No one likes academia.
Yeah, no.
Unless there's heroes in it.
Yeah. Unless it's Baku.
Yeah.
Many of you are still in school like Gohan, drop out.
Just leave. Leave to go train. The world needs you.
Yeah. 100 push-ups a day instead. Just do that.
You think Saitama went to school? No. He just trained, man.
He just worked his ass off.
Yeah, just break that limit. That's it. Ultra instincts. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the tournament has been interesting. There has been some bits which I wish didn't happen, like that extra long beat down of Vegeta. I felt that was kind of unnecessary. Like that just went on a bit too long.
That was hard to watch because I'm like, my boy, stop.
Exactly. I think most people like prefer Vegeta over Goku, and it was just it was very hard to watch. I had hoped that like Vegeta would have had like some kind of Ultra Instinct power up as well. Like there was that theory at the time that everyone's thinking like, okay, Goku's got like the defensive side, Vegeta's gonna unlock the offensive side, and then they're gonna fuse together, and that's gonna be like proper Ultra Instinct form because the two sides have now come together. Which that's really cool. It would have been in it. That would have been awesome. But
I was thinking having an Ultra Instinct Vegito in that way would have been cool. But,
oh my god, that would have been so cool. My jaw just hit the ground. Like it's like that would have been awesome.
I think it'd been cool for two aspects. Like one, it wouldn't have made Ultra Instinct so easily obtainable to say that it's something that even gods struggle to get. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
that's good. And then it also would have gave like balance to the two main guys that everyone roots for.
True.
I actually had a video where I said that Ultra Instinct Vegito is definitely going to be the way that's going to go. And now people comment like, oh yeah, so how did that work out, bro? This was like 4 months ago.
There's an episode.
How dare you make a prediction?
Yeah. How dare you?
By the way, Chuck is in the house. What up, Chuck?
Hey, glad to be here. What's up?
Welcome. And I just want to ask you, first of all, to explain yourself for your profile pics, both right now and the various Twitter profile pics.
Well, okay, like which one do you want to start with, the Google Plus one or?
Well, you like, it's just like random animated / real life girls all the time, just switching different ones. So like I'm just
no. It's just like I don't know, like always had the best experiences with like Asian girls, so I'm like, you know what, fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna make that on there,
Are you posing as these girls?
No. Like I mean, like no, I just I just like Asian girls. It's like my thing, man.
All right.
No. But yes, I'm clearly catfishing everyone on Twitter.
Yeah, he's just like, bro. I just do YouTube on the side. Mostly, I'm just like scamming money out of all these thirsty dudes.
Like, yes, I'm a girl named Jade Lee or something. Yeah, it's like my my side career. I just catfish.
Everybody has their side hustle.
Your character. But yeah, so we're just you just joined us. We're talking about 1 second. Talking about the way possible ways Dragon Ball Super will end and what comes next. So we've kind of talked about certain possibilities, that it could be a tie, that all the universes could be wished back, including the 6 that were erased, and that those 6, something is going on within those 6. That the reason they were erased was that there was like a villain or something in there taking over, and now that becomes the next arc for the movie, that type of stuff. So what do you think? How do you think it's gonna end?
Okay, like before that, can you guys hear me all right? Perfect fun.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, so, I mean, there's always a bunch of theories going on around. It's like, oh, like did the universes even get erased in the first place? Like, is it Grand Prix gonna turn evil? Are they gonna fight against him or whatnot? Or is Frieza gonna be like the new rulers you guys were talking about earlier? And I mean, like, it could be implied that Super might come back because, I mean, usually when that movie comes out, then the series will begin again, which is what they did like during Dragon Ball Z, like its original run. They had, like 13 movies during the whole like series, right? So Super would probably keep going, with the movies being released at least in between each like season or hiatus, right? So like what I think would be the most logical step is for Goku and Vegeta to like learn Ultra Instinct or the new forms more, and whether or not like this new Saiyan or whoever this new warrior is going to come into the movie, will that even like become like a new main cast character, or would it just be like a throwaway, right? Like a one-time thing? Or would it set up the arc for them to fight off against other Saiyans or, whoever the next threat is? And logically, if you want to go with the whole stipulation of things, it could be implied that Goku and Jiren, to a certain extent, have like surpassed the gods of destruction. Yeah, the majority of them. So I think the next step would be like the next villain would be at least like an angel level character, like someone that even Whis would like have trouble with or something like that. And then that's how maybe in the end you could say Goku would finally fight someone that's like the Grand Priest level or something like that. So like I think it'll be like further escalated as the series goes on, and they'll unlock new forms, like a different hair color, Super Saiyan green or something.
Green, baby, green.
It's like fire. It goes from yellow to red to blue to white. This is cool.
It should be next is like pure white. Just like
yes,
is gray to pure white, but like platinum, just like shiny.
And then orange, like every
rainbow.
But yeah, like why I definitely don't see the series ending without the universes being wished back. That's what I keep saying, unless in the movie they're wished back or something. But I definitely think that they're gonna be wished back, and that's why I think Chuck, you're definitely right about the villain needing to get stronger. And that's why I'm thinking, like Zeno erased the future timeline because of Infinite Zamasu getting too strong, I'm thinking, what if those 6 universes were erased because a villain took them over and was getting too strong, and they had to be just like kind of cut off? So right. Zeno had to erase him. That means he has to be over angel level, right?
Yeah, definitely. Wait, like with the Infinite Zamasu being over angel level? You mean?
I think Infinite would be for sure. But Infinite.
Okay, the thing with like Zamasu is like Jiren was already stated to be superior to him. Because if you go like by Vegeta, Goku, they're like, oh wow, he's like the strongest like I've ever felt, right? Or the strongest guy I ever fought. So no, like he wouldn't be angel level, but he would definitely be like a huge threat. It's like really weird because like he became like the whole timeline, like all the 12 universes or whatever. Or
yeah, that's why I think at the Infinite Zamasu timeline, because you remember they couldn't even fight him. They couldn't even fight him. Basically, Zeno had to erase him. So I feel like at that point, when he becomes Infinite Zamasu, he was like, beyond just regular, even like angel level, because like he was just beyond a fighter. He was like a universal multiverse even level potentially. So, but again, it's hard to gauge Infinite Zamasu because he becomes like the universe, and also they can't really fight him because he's everywhere. So it's like, how do you judge that?
Yeah. Well, like I mean, as I said, like Vegeta and Goku, they already stated that he was like the strongest like guy they ever felt for Jiren, right? And on top of that, Goku even implied that if he had a senzu bean, he might be able to take care of Zamasu, but he was exhausted. He wasn't able to like turn into blue, right? And I mean, just going by the statements, and also I believe before Jiren even fought, they said that he was like the strongest opponent they had faced, and the Supreme Kai was even like, "Oh wow, yeah, he's like strong, just plain and simple." Right, and Whis and the others, Beerus, they even felt Infinite Zamasu, when he was merging to a timeline. I don't know if you guys remember that. It's like, oh, something happened in the future. So they already felt the power of Infinite Zamasu, and Beerus was still like, shocked at Jiren, just like in the special. So it is very clear that Zamasu is not angel level. By far, he is not even like Beerus level or stuff like that. But I mean, I can see how you believe that, because he, like, as I said, he became like the whole universe essentially. But I mean, all the statements already say, look, he's way weaker than Jiren. So yeah,
I guess if you could trust the statements, or if they're just using it for plot convenience. But either way, right? Like,
yeah,
I don't think they should bring back Zamasu. I don't think that's the way they should do it anyway. If they're gonna do a new villain, it should be a new villain.
It's still they say one. Dragon Ball says one thing, and then they're like, actually, no. Like Potara fusion is forever. Actually, no.
Yeah.
Like, I changed my mind on that. Why? Because I don't have a way to unfuse them this time. So no, it doesn't always work forever. But yeah, no, I love Dragon Ball. It's one of my favorite series ever. But I am also aware Dragon Ball can be dumb. Like, this show can be dumb.
Oh yeah, the writing's all over the place.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's totally fine. It's an action thing, fighting thing, and it's just like the main event is the fighting, not the plot. The plot is kind of just there to move the story along to get to the fights, which is cool because that's what you expect from Dragon Ball. It's just good fun. It's not like, well, I'm going to watch this, I'm going to learn about the meaning of life, bro. I'm going to learn about postmodernism. But one thing I do really like about Super is that it brings out the characters more, and stuff like Piccolo and what happens to him, and Gohan having a family. I love like future Trunks meeting Gohan. I thought that was really great. So I think that the fact that Super does that, it like takes these characters we all know and love from our childhood and develops them into, hey, what happens to them next when they're real people living real lives, having families. I thought that's one of the strengths of Dragon Ball Super in terms of that character development.
Yeah, big time. Like when they're like, Krillin's a cop now, I was like, that's actually that kind of makes sense. Like, Krillin wants to help people, but he's also aware he's not like, Krillin isn't exactly going to become like God of Destruction anytime soon. Like, I like that they're like, he's a cop now. Krillin wants to help people. That's what he's going to do. Yamcha, who cares?
Don't tell Toriyama. He's gonna like watch this and he's gonna be like, all right, hold up.
Yeah, exactly. And then Yamcha became God of Destruction, and he learned Ultra Instinct, and he saved the day. I would love if there's an OVA that says like, while the Universe Survival arc was going on, like Universe 7 was under threat. And so only Goten, Trunks, and Yamcha were there to save the day. Like that, I would watch that. I would watch that in a heartbeat.
Yamcha just like chucks a baseball like very well aimed.
It'd be so good.
Boom!
The Death Star comes and Yamcha's like, I gotta get it right in the port. Like, it'd be awesome. It'd be so good.
Okay. By the way, I got it from the chat. I got an idea about the next Super Saiyan form, what it should be called. Super Saiyan Woke.
Super Saiyan Woke.
Oh my god.
His eyes just light up.
Yes. Perfect.
I am woke, man.
And then Goku apologizes to Chi-Chi for being an asshole. He's like, you're right, I am woke now, Chi-Chi. I'm actually the worst. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that relationship is very messed up.
It is.
Like, she like beats his ass, and he's just like running away from her all the time. Like, he's never kissed her apparently. Like that. What the fuck? What was that?
Yeah, they have a interesting relationship.
He's never kissed her.
Apparently not.
According to what he said in the Future Trunks arc, he doesn't know what kissing is.
Yet he had kids.
Yet he has kids.
Oh
yeah.
God. Oh my God.
You don't necessarily have to kiss. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah,
Goku. Chi-Chi did some stuff to him while he was asleep.
Well, clearly,
he's just like
she had to have her way with him while he slept. Clearly.
Oh my God. Super Saiyan Woke would be SSJW. I was like, oh my God.
That is great.
W.
I know.
That's perfect.
Chuck is a big fan of SJWs.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my.
Chuck, on Frieza, what are your thoughts? What are they going to do with Frieza?
Okay, so like first off, I haven't even like read the spoilers. I don't want to get spoiled. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but apparently, I mean, so like as we know Piccolo, Vegeta, and the androids, almost every villain that has fought against Goku usually ends up becoming his friend, right? Like no matter how evil they might seem. But I mean, like for Frieza, I mean, I don't think he's like the type of person to just turn good right away, right? So
yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, like he's definitely like the worst out of all of them, probably. I mean, Goku Black was definitely high up there as well, but like with Frieza, I believe he would work a lot better as like an anti-hero, kind of like like Namek Saga Vegeta. Like he's still like an asshole, right? But he isn't like out there to kill everyone, right? More so like for convenience, right? Like he's doing like his own thing. So
yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you heard, but like I was thinking, you know, why would Frieza wish for something like wishing back the universes? His logic would be, I just want to have more universes to conquer because I want to be the master of all of them. So I'm going to wish them back. So it's kind of like he would do something good, but it would be an ulterior motive type of thing.
Yeah, like
that doesn't work.
Well, maybe his logic would be like, cool, so I saved the universes. Can I not go back to that tree?
Yeah.
For God's sake.
Come on, man.
Like, I did something altruistic. Just let me go to heaven, for God's sake.
That would be interesting. It's like, so I just saved trillions of lives. Do I still deserve to go to hell, buddy? Huh?
Yes. Like, just points at King Emma, like, all of you. Like,
you got to get woke, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Woke. Frieza saves the day.
Balances out. Couple planets. And I say, like, sure, I eradicated a couple planets, but I saved the multiverse.
And like, I love how no one blames Beerus for his role in like wiping out planets.
I thought that was going to come up. Like, I thought like at some point during Super, like Whis would be like, and then there was that time that you let Frieza destroy Planet Vegeta. And I was hoping like Vegeta would be like, excuse me, what?
Yeah.
What was that? Nothing. Like that would have been cool. There's a couple things I was like, oh, I kind of wonder like what would have happened if Super went like this way. Like they did like something cool. But that's what the Dragon Ball games are for.
Yeah, the alternate timelines, the stories, and by the way, is it confirmed that Jiren is stronger than all the gods of destruction?
Well, like, okay, so here's the thing. It's really vague for Beerus, definitely, but the whole stipulation is that, you know, he's at least stronger than the majority of them. And the thing with Beerus is that if you go by the manga, like he was basically finessing almost all of them, right? So it can be said that in the manga he's at least stronger than almost all of them, except for like Quintella, like the yellow rat dude, and then maybe Belmod. But we do know that Jiren is at least confirmed to be stronger than Belmod in the manga. So the thing is that Beerus and Quintella, if you want to go by the manga, they're at least stronger than the majority of them. Because, you know, Seadra and Moscow, like, all of them look really weak. Or they seem really weak, I should say. But we don't know how strong they are compared, like, in comparison to the other characters. But, you know, Beerus and the others should, you know, be at least stronger than the majority of them. So with Jiren and Goku being stronger than him, it's not been fully confirmed yet. But I believe it was actually said in some, some promo or something. I don't know. It's like for the next episode. It said that Beerus might state that Goku surpassed him or something. I don't know if that is going to happen, but I mean, if it does, then that'll finally be confirmation that they are stronger than all of them, or at least the vast majority of them. So, yeah.
But what about the 4 from the universes that are not competing? Do we have any indication that they could be stronger?
I mean, there's really nothing to imply that. I know people have been saying that just because they're a higher level, like mortal level, means they're stronger, even though it has nothing to do with it. It's more like how well did the universes get maintained, right?
Yeah, how well they're doing their jobs, them and the Supreme Kais,
Yeah, so, I mean, they could be weaker, they could be stronger, like, you know, we don't know, like, it's been very vague, and we kind of saw it in the manga, we know with Beerus finessing some of them, but there's at least some that are comparable to him, like Quintella and Belmod, but yeah.
Yeah, some guy called Goku X Superman Lover 9000 donated $1.99 to say, "Remember me, Chuck boy."
That's the real ship right there.
What's up?
Well, I love when people like donate money to my channel to like get the attention of like Nux Taku or Chuck or someone else on the stream. I'm like, yes, please go on.
Yes, talk some more. Yeah,
but I'm guessing that's an inside joke, Chuck.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. Rose, let's talk about now, like we talked about what we think could happen. What would you want to happen at the end of the tournament?
Well, me and JoJo talked about it. Our main man just being the last one there.
17?
Just sneaking in the corner.
Oh, so 17 just kind of hanging from a rock. That's your goal.
Yeah, but like super cash, just like, yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
He's got that smug look like, yeah, I'm 17. I'm fine. Of course I'm fine. I'm immortal, don't you know?
And what does he wish for?
The boat.
The boat.
He gets his goddamn boat.
And that's it. It's like,
that's it.
Now I'm going to be protecting those animals. Like, everyone, universes have been destroyed, man.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. Like, he'd be like, I want the boat. And then Vegeta's like, Kaba! But Kaba, though. It's like, okay, jeez.
I don't really want the tie to happen. Just
the what?
Actually, I don't want a tie to happen. But like,
yeah,
like I'm still wondering if Frieza's gonna do something at the end, though. Like him winning and wishing for everyone.
I want to see something happen, like with Frieza. But then I thought the same would be with Gohan. I thought Gohan was gonna be way more important than he was.
Get his Blanco form.
Yeah,
Gohan
some form.
Well, that one ED had like Goku and Gohan like charging into like battle, and I was like, "This is so cool! I bet you that's how it's gonna end." Fucking no.
No, yeah. With both Vegeta and Gohan, I was expecting them to be way more important in the story than they were, especially Gohan. So now, even though I would like Frieza to be something to happen with Frieza, it's like, oh yeah, so there was a purpose why he's been in here the whole time. I don't know if it's actually gonna happen.
Yeah. Exactly. Like,
yeah. Well, it's so sneaky, and he's been like alluding that something's some sort of plan.
Yeah, so... you would think. Yeah, you would think.
And his plan is to resurrect Cell, and they'll form the greatest duo in all of Dragon Ball, and they'll just be shitty.
I would love to see Cell and Frieza trying to perfect the fusion dance.
Please. I love those two. Like, with Cell and Frieza in the same room is funny to me. Because they're like, Goku, am I right? And Cell could be like, fuck Goku, Gohan's an asshole.
Yeah, I would love to see those guys trying to do the fusion dance. It's like, we gotta do it. But it's so lame.
This is the worst. Free Soul. Free Soul? Celza. I don't know.
Celza, I like that.
I like
Celza. Yeah.
Celza, bro. Chuck, what would you want to see happen if you could choose? If they told you, Chuck, we're out of ideas. You know we are. Tell us what to do.
Okay. One, finally confirmed that Goku surpassed Beerus. I mean, we've been waiting for several years for this to happen. I've been waiting for it to happen for a while. And I guess, like, you know, kind of tease like a new villain, as I said, like one that's like an angel level threat. You know, they, you know, maybe finally do something with Goten and Bra or, you know, Pan, like make them train, you know, have something to do with Oob. At least, you know, finally make Goten and Trunks grow, because they've been, I don't know why they're still like, they still look the same, even though it's been several years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, basically just set it up so, okay, look, Goten and the others are going to be, like, you know, trained. They're going to be the new generation of Z fighters. They're going to be slacking off, like, in GT. So, yeah, I mean, basically just make it clear that Goku is just, like, finally surpassed one of his other rivals, which was Beerus, and then, you know, basically just escalate things that they have to fight someone stronger later on. But, you know, if it's going to go on hiatus, I believe, like, the new show is, like, supposed to run for 50 episodes or something. So if they do bring it back, it'll probably be, like, in the summer of next year or something like that. I don't know. So, yeah, like, that's definitely how it's set it up. You know, just have people have something to look forward to. It's like, okay, look, these characters are going to be doing something finally, right? So,
yeah.
That's the way I see it. You a good point. The Peaceful World Saga of the end of Dragon Ball Z, some people don't realize this. And I know this from the comments where they freak out saying, I don't know what I'm talking about. But at the end of Dragon Ball Z, there's a time skip. And that time skip takes us beyond Dragon Ball Super currently. And that's where we see Oob and an older Bula and Goten and Trunks and stuff. I get comments all the time. What are you talking about, bro? Dragon Ball Z is before Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and talking about that, there's a question I have as well. With the power levels that people have attained now, which is godly and beyond godly, is Oob relevant any longer?
No. Okay, can I just say something? The end of Z is bad. It's boring and stupid, and nothing happens. Like, I don't know why everybody's so hung up on Oob. Like everyone's like, but we have to get to the end of Z. Like, we have to get to Oob. Why? He's so pointless. Like I have never cared about Oob in my life. Like Oob is boring to me. I remember Oob being the lead. Like my only recollection of Oob is that he steals Goku away at the end of Z. Like and he's a really shitty character in Budokai. That's all I remember.
He gets like very little screen time, to develop him as a character. But
they do in GT, and it's bad.
What I'm thinking is that Oob has some kind of potential, being the reincarnation of Buu and all that stuff, has some kind of crazy potential, and that's why Goku wants to train him. And maybe the reason he trains him at the end of Z is because of the new threat that is coming after the tournament.
Ooh, no, you're right. Okay, here's what we do, right? Listen to us, Toei, for God's sakes. Okay, here's what you do. Have the movie come out. Get the new animators do that style. That style looks way cool. It's easier to animate. Go with that. Have the new series come out and let it pick up right where Z ends. And have Goku be like, okay, you and me, we're training. Let's go. So that way Super bridges the gap and then gets to continue on and do its own thing. And you get to bring Oob if you really care. And Oob can like power up and fight against the new threat. And that way we can still have our Super and our Z and the end of Z and yada, and we can have Super and all that, and it'd be great. And you can do your own thing in the future. And you erase GT, which will make everybody happy except for Caster.
Although I do like Golden Great Ape. That is a sick transformation.
You can still do that.
And Super Saiyan 4. I want that form back because let's face it, it's way more creative than like blue and red.
I know it is cool. Like I can admit, like there's stuff about GT that's cool. Like Super Saiyan 4 is really cool.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, there's just something about Ultra Instinct that looks rad. Like I don't know.
No, yeah, he does look cool. Like his aura. The aura of Ultra Instinct, I think, is 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah. Like I don't know, man. I just really hate the end of Z because everybody gets so precious about it. Like, everyone's like, oh, but Z though, like, but Dragon Ball, like, is the original. It's the best. First of all, it's not even the original. Dragon Ball came before. Like,
yeah, but I think people like to mine the end of Dragon Ball Z for clues for what happens next in Super. That's why they're hung up on it. But I think it would be cool if what they do is they have the movie. So that's like, let's say, some kind of plot that it's kind of like a bridging plot, and in the movie or at the end of the tournament, they introduce like some threat that's coming, like in 5 years or in 4 years, whatever. And then the next series is a time skip to right after Z, where Oob is being trained to join the Z fighters because they need all the help they can get against this new threat.
Yes, that'd be cool. And you can have him like befriend Majin Buu. Give Buu something to do, for God's sakes. Like Buu is cool. I like Majin Buu. Like let
he has a lot of cool techniques and stuff that like
it'd be
just
cool.
Falls asleep and shit.
Yeah, fucking.
What would be better is after Goku leaves, and you get your end credits and stuff like that, you then get a message that says, now watch Dragon Ball GT.
I'll go. That'd be funny. Well, because like they're setting up Yamoshi, right? Because they're like, oh, that guy, he had like, well, because he looked like when we were talking about Super Saiyan 4, it reminded me like the guy in the movie trailer where he like clenches his fist or whatever. It looks like he has the fur.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe that's how they tie in. They're like, no, it's all connected. Like it's all like it's not just like, it's not that he became a Super Saiyan, it's that he became Super Saiyan 4. And so GT could still happen. Like, so you can still do it like way off in the future.
I don't care if they make a GT still happen, but I just want that form or something like that form to come back. Because
I think you're gonna get it with the new movie.
Yeah, explain it in some other way. Like it's if you become Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct, but on a full moon or something.
But on a full moon on a Wednesday, and you had a lot of tea that day. And
it's a blood red moon, and there's a comet in the sky.
And we've never, like, the thing with everybody's like, yo, Yamoshi's gonna be in this. I'm like, first of all, like that, I like that everybody's like the original Super Saiyan. It's like, that's a cool concept. That's so cool. Like I'm I don't know. Like that's like little things. Like because I didn't even connect that. Like when I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh okay, Goku's just fighting some guy. But people are like, no, it's Yamoshi, and I was like, oh.
But that's not confirmed either.
It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. But if that's true, that's cool.
Yeah, because like
make 20 clickbait videos.
Exactly. There you go.
People thought that when they brought up Yamoshi, that people thought, oh, it's gonna be a prequel or something. But now we know Goku's in it, so if it's the past, then it has to be some kind of time traveling alternate timeline thing.
Yeah.
Or this guy is, if it's him, he's still alive somewhere. We just don't know.
What if?
Or he came back with one of the universes that got brought back.
Yeah, he was just chilling in one of the 6 universes, got erased, and then he's just like, "Yo, I'm back, guys."
That'd be kind of cool. Like if Zeno was like, there was the reason why, like the gods of destruction, like Beerus knew about the Saiyans was because there have been other Saiyans. Like, and some of them ain't as friendly as you guys, and you guys ain't even that friendly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That'd be cool. He's the best there is at what he does, and what he does isn't very nice.
I'm very excited to see how they end it on Saturday.
Of Logan, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say turn into Wolverine.
Wolverine versus Goku would be cool. It would be over in a second, but it would be cool.
I'm looking forward to how they end it on Saturday, but I feel like unless they pull out something that is like uncharacteristically awesome, everyone's gonna be complaining. Like, what? It ended like that after all of this? Damn you!
The Dragon Ball community is hard to please, man. Because like,
I know. I read the comments on my videos.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's like I've seen the comments on your videos.
Great.
I think all Toei can hope for is to appeal to like because I do find like a majority of Dragon Ball fans are actually it's the vocal minority, or it's like people like just the ones who are like the ones who get the most butthurt are the ones that you see the most because they're the ones who are screaming about it. But I think they're gonna end it well, and I think a lot of us will be happy with it. Fingers crossed, because Toei, you know, they could pull a Toei on us.
Never know.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
Anything else that we need to cover? So yeah, we're excited for the ending. We don't know what's gonna happen. I definitely, my one thing that I think is definitely that all the universes are getting wished back, not just 6, like Vegeta said. How exactly is gonna happen? I don't know. I also want to see the Dragon God Zamala or Zalama, one of the two.
Zarama, I think it is.
Yeah, so I want to see something about him because he's another guy, like with Yamoshi, like we know like one thing about him. He created the Super Dragon Balls, he created Super Shenron, and then what the fuck happened to him? Where like how can a creature that powerful no longer be around? Is he like actually Zeno but hiding in a smaller form? Is he just hanging out somewhere? Like what's happening? So like that's, I feel like one of those open doors that they still left where it would be cool. And especially like it's Dragon Ball, right? So the Dragon God, that makes sense to bring that in it somehow.
Yeah. Maybe he's an android and that's why the gods can't sense him, you know.
There you go. 17, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe how strong 17 is. Oh my god.
Well, to be fair, Vegeta also used the same move earlier and didn't die, although he died in Z. So they kind of like set it up. It's like, well, you don't have to be destroyed.
Yeah, exactly. There you
Which kind of negates the whole idea of a suicide attack. But
it's a sometimes suicide attack. There you go.
Bro, it's Dragon Ball. They just wished back everyone who was killed by Frieza and his men on Namek. Like, you know, like that's what happened. You just wish people back.
Yeah.
Or they don't die at all. Like it's like I said, same thing with like other shonen, like Seven Deadly Sins or any shonen. Rarely someone actually dies. Even though they're in a situation where you think, oh, there's no way they make it. They somehow make Fairy Tail. Like, oh my god, Fairy Tail. Just no one dies.
Yeah. Death has very little consequence in Dragon Ball, but that's fine because it's like it's why I really dug the tournament, because we already know like if a character dies, odds are they're coming back. But in this, like in this, when you fall off the ring, you're out of the tournament. So to me, it was more like you can still get tension even though death doesn't really have a consequence.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Like, you can't kill. Like, that was an interesting thing. It's like,
yeah, that was fun.
Like, we're erasing every universe, but you can't kill.
You see, so that's why the suicide didn't work then, because they can only get knocked out by getting knocked off the ring, and they can't kill, so they can't kill themselves. You see, there you
go.
We found the logic. There we go.
See, and Vegeta knew that because he's a smart fucking guy. There you go.
Anything else we need to cover before we wrap it up and then wait patiently for Saturday?
Yeah, GT was better than Super.
I knew that was coming. you dude, like, I say this all the time. If you like GT more, that's totally that's a valid point to have. I don't, but that's fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's cool parts of GT. A lot of cool parts about GT.
Well, I really did dig the Super Saiyan 4 because there's one thing that, like, during Z and even Super, they never did. They never capitalized on being a Saiyan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, that transformation harkens back to being a Saiyan. You need to have that ape form.
Yeah, the ape form was kind of abandoned after the early Z,
Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's a special characteristic of being a Saiyan. Yeah, it's never used again.
Yeah. Well, even like Ultra Instinct, it's not like it. As much as I love Ultra Instinct, it's not like a Saiyan thing. Like, it doesn't make anybody special. Like, Krillin's realistically, any of them could do it.
Krillin's gonna get it next one.
Exactly. Like,
the technique is not Saiyan, but Goku has to transform in a different way to achieve it. So maybe that's a Saiyan thing. You have to attain a special transformation because Saiyans obviously change a lot. Like, their genetics are very
unstable
nuclear. They just change their hair colors and shit. So for him, he had to achieve a transformation in order to use Ultra Instinct.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Chuck, anything else you want to add to this discussion? Which wasn't really a rant, to be honest. Like, we call it Rant Cafe, but this one was just like, let's see what happens.
Good show.
Well, I don't even know if they're gonna like wrap this up in like 30 minutes or an hour. I don't even know how long the episode is. I don't know if they have said that. I don't know how long it is, but I mean, honestly, I just hope they make it like, they don't blue ball us, like they make like the conclusion like, set straight. It's like, okay, look, this happens, it ends right here, we're gonna continue it or whatever, right? Not just, oh hey, everyone got brought back and then fade to black, right? It's like, at least give some closure, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. True. I know. So that's why I don't know, like, the battle's still not even over yet, and yet they have to finish the battle, end the tournament, do the wish. Like, there's a lot that has to happen. And they're probably going to have a preview for the movie at the end. There's some rumors about that. So that's additional time. Like, it's crazy.
It's going to be wild.
It's going to be crazy. Rose, what about you? Anything else to add?
See how they're going to fit all that in.
Right? You just watched the last two, like today?
Yeah.
Yeah, so kind of what are your impressions? You're fresh. What do you think?
I just want to see how they're going to wrap it all up in the one. Like, they got a lot to do in that next episode. So I'm interested to see what will happen.
Yeah, likewise. And by the way,
it'll actually,
Z9 asked, does Jiren have Ultra Instinct? And if he does, they haven't mentioned it at all, because he's definitely fast and all, but they haven't really said, yo, Jiren has Ultra Instinct at any point. So
yeah, I say no, because I thought about that, and I don't think he does. He might.
I'm assuming he does not. He's just very powerful without Ultra Instinct.
Exactly. He's just Broly, but an alien.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Thanks to everyone in the chat as well. It was a fun time and really looking forward to Saturday. Yeah, we're going to see what happens, man. We're going to see what happens. We're going to have some hangout or something in, like, Discord and just watch it. But, yeah. All right, until next time, everybody. See ya, Space Cowboys.
Bang. I was like, somebody going to do it?
I had to do it myself, man.
Sorry.